Ah, okay, Papou is here. So we are starting, ladies and gentlemen, with the grand final of the Gamers Assembly 2021 Summer Edition. So great to see that they have hosted yet another edition in Trackmania. The prize pool is not as high as the last time, but still 750 euros on the line with a repartition of 450 for first, 200 for second, and 100 for P number 3. So good luck to the players, and we're gonna see what will happen here. We're gonna start on the map from Mr. Anisado here. Oh no, never mind, that's not the Anisado map, that is, I think, Humble Forest. Yep, Humble Forest, it's still in my memory here. I was thinking that because the scenery looked a bit the same, but that is not true, and maybe Anisado will just hate me for that I say that and I compared the map with that. But Humble Forest is the map that we're gonna play, and maybe you are asking yourself, how is this working out now? So you can see here, rounds per map 5 and 1 warm-up. So we play 5 rounds on those 5 respective maps that we've also seen in the prior edition this year. And with that in mind, we play in Cup mode, 5 rounds on each track, so we can have a total, I think, of 26 rounds with a point of 120, but we're gonna see it. There can also be DNF rounds and this and that, but firstly, players are warming up on this beautiful map before we have 5 live rounds. And yeah, the players collect points, they get points for their respective positions, so first gets 10 points, second gets 6 points, third gets 4 points, and fourth gets 3 points. So this is how the cookie crumbles. And also, it looks like that the players who come from the winner bracket actually gain points by the looks of it. So then we have Feet and... No, wait, never mind. Feet and Papou, or... No, wait. Who actually was coming from the winner bracket? Not Feet and Papou, I think they're coming from the loser bracket. Then Nod and Ratchet, no. Yeah, Ratchet and Nod coming from the winner bracket, so they will grant themselves, I think, 10 and 6 points. Yeah, Ratchet gets 10, and then we have Nod getting 6 points. So they have a little bit of a head start. Usually this will be, not that important afterwards, but it's still great to have a little bit of a head start here and a little bit of an advantage. So good luck here. The warm-up has ended. No one finishes here. I mean, they're just all trolling, and they have no timer for the warm-up. We only have a round, so that means if no one finishes, the round cannot be over because the finish timer is not triggered. But good luck to the players. Now we are starting here. And good luck here. First round is coming up now. All right, let's follow Feet. Let's follow Feet here for the first round, and also to Krishan, who's sitting next to me and watching my stream, so that is a bit of a weird feeling, but it is what it is. Let's follow Feet, who gets a very great start here. So unfortunately, I don't have the skins here, but he is definitely crazy. He has improved so much and is already 0.1 ahead. Look at this head start from the young Frenchman, but also Nod and Papou didn't have a bad start here. So that's looking good. So Ratchet is already a little bit further behind, but only 30.13 of a second. Great round here between the players. Ratchet goes for such a risky inside line, but didn't get that as much speed as Nod, Papou, and Feet here. But it's still everyone's round here. Papou and Nod, what an outside approach, have way more speed than Feet here, who had to go for a very poor approach here. But this is everyone's round. Nod with the first mistake. He is dead. Will not grant himself 10 points. Papou into the lead. Feet only 0.03 behind, but gets a great line here, but touches there. He touches, and he's also out. So Ratchet is getting himself that second position. No! The Caster's Curse, as always, kicks in. Nod overtakes him here. So what a messy round, and also Papou with a great time, 101.095. So to give you guys a perspective here, the W was a 1 minute point 50 from Feed. That he was setting that he has set 7 days ago. So pretty fresh. Dutchie also, who has participated only in the first 2 qualifications from the Gamers Assembly, like in the winter edition, let's say like that. He has the second one with a time of 1 minute point 61, so Feet's time is definitely very fast. But also look at the start here from Ratchet and Feet. They're neck and neck in between each other. They're tied actually to the 1,000th of a second, but yeah, let's take a look onto Papou's point of view here, who didn't get the best start, also not the best amount of speed. Look how close that was here for every player. Almost make a mistake, but Ratchet now making that first mistake. Papou with so much speed here in this part. So that is a great round from everyone here, from the French players. Only Ratchet has made a mistake here, but it's still everyone's round. Only 800s between Nod and Feed, but not with the best approach. Man. That is sometimes a tongue twister to say, but who's getting that 10-pointer feed? Oh, Papou. Papou with a great line feed with a bit more speed, but Papou sniping it there. 16,000 and a great time here from Papou. 1 minute point 91. That is very fast, only 0.4 away. And he will go home with a 10-pointer, and with that goes into the lead already. So Papou, 2 out of 2 victories here for him, and he is in the lead. Wow, great round here. Great round from Papou. And with that, he's leading, and that's what I was talking about, you know. Nod and Ratchet had the head start, and now we have them already on P2 and 3, so that is not that great. And also thank you, Amaterasu, for the raid. You guys just joined in time, and we have the Gamers Assembly Grand Final here on the Summer Edition, a tech competition with a prize pool of €750. And you just joined in time, so thank you so much for the raid. Make sure to check him out, leave him a follow, and let's focus here on to the third round on Humble Forest. Not a so far ahead. Everyone has made a mistake thus far here in this round, besides Nod, who's just alive. So it won't be Papou here getting himself that 10-pointer. It will be someone new, but who will it be? Will it be Nod? Will he stay ahead, or is it Ratchet or Feed will get himself a 10-pointer? Looking like Nod is gonna make it. Yes, he is. Also a good time here, 1 minute time, 0.85. Man, that is a great time here. Ratchet on second, Papou on third, and Feed on P number 4 after that mistake where he has risked a lot. So yeah, Nod with another great run here, and now is into the lead again, but look how close it is. The only player who has fallen behind is my favorite of this match, and also had a great pace here. It is Feed, only with 12 points. He has lost every round. Only 3 points in 4 rounds here for Feed. That is a devastating average here, if you take into consideration that he has the WR here. So Feed definitely has to make something happen here. He has to do something. But not the best line he had to release there. That is not good for Feed. And with that, also a mistake. So Feed again with yet another bad round. And of course, I was wrong, because that was only round 3 out of 5. So he has gotten himself an average of 4 points. It's only 1 good round for him thus far, and 2 last place. So I think he has gotten second in the first round or something, if I recall it correctly. And yeah, let's do it like that. I think that's better. Alright. Yeah, Papou is looking good here to take it home. Goes so wide there. Gets so much speed. And he will take it. Yes, he will do indeed. Not on second. And then we have Feed and Ratchet on P3 and 4. And also not the fastest time here from Papou, who almost gets sniped in the ending from Nod. But it wasn't quite enough. Only 0.1 of a second. And yeah, Papou with that into the lead again. So it's a back and forth between Nod and Papou. And Papou is leading. So last round on Humble Forest. Let's go with Ratchet. Oh, great start here from the German player. Great. That was actually very good, executed very well, let's say like that. And let's go ahead with Nod here, who also has not the worst start, but already is a bit behind, but has so much speed here. Great section from Nod here with the Numalops skin. I really dig this skin here. And I think we also have Numalops matches today in the Full Speed League. So that will also be great to see. That will also be great matches coming up there. Okay, Ratchet still leading out of Feed. And then there's Nod, who's going for that attack, but didn't transfer the most amount of speed here. So he is right now on P number 3 and already 0.2 behind. Papou 0.35 behind, so he won't play a role. But who's getting that first position? Will it be Feed or Ratchet? Feed not with the best line, but has so much speed. In exchange here, Ratchet with the more outside approach has more speed in the ending. And Ratchet will get it. 4,000 of a second and a 0.888. Great time from Ratchet, and definitely a great round to round it off here on Humble Forest. And now we're gonna go to the next map. But yeah, man, Ratchet is not dead, and look at this, 37, 36, and 36 points between the top 3, and then Feed is also not so far behind here with 22 points. Okay, now there's the Anisado map, Obscuritas, my favorite map, and also the longest map here with a length of 1 minute 5, roughly, give or take. I think a winning time will be a 1:04 mid to high, I think. That will be great, but yeah, we have seen a lot of evolution throughout this map, where times have gotten really fast, especially on this map. And yeah, let's see what players can bring to the tarmac here. We have a lot of difficult sections on this track, but before we're gonna go into the live rounds, we have the warm-up. And yeah, Alright. Okay. So on this map, it's really important to really preserve as much speed as possible and pick the correct lines. You could have seen Papou goes for such a wide approach and he gets so much more speed in exchange. But also here, it's very important to align your car perfectly and also don't hit the triangle or the freewheeling part. And then there's also this infamous ending, this part. I mean, you've all seen that clip. There was such an infamous moment where it was Feet who has qualified and has beaten Ratchet and Gwen. That was very, very crazy. But yeah, good luck to the players. The warm has ended. And also a great time here. 4:66. 104.66, not 4 minutes. And yeah, Papou took it here. But definitely a great round to start it off here. Hopefully they can transfer it into the live round. Okay, good luck. First round coming up. Let's go with Feet here, who is on dead last here with only 22 points, so he has to redeem himself now and has to make something happen, else he, yeah, will fall more and more behind. Ratchet with a poor start here. I was seeing that one coming from miles away, misaligned his line there by a lot, as well as Nod, who's also on third position here and is more than 1 second behind, so it will be Feed versus Papou for the first 10 points. Okay, so Papou goes for the outside approach here. But also Feet got it really good here, but Papou with just a bit more speed. You could have seen that he was coming a bit closer, but went for a more outside approach here again. So he really couldn't really come any closer. So Feet still ahead with a 0.2 lead still. So great round from the French driver, but Papou is not slowing down. He's indeed not slowing down. Now it's important to hold your gear in the ending, which both players didn't do here, but Papou had more speed and Papou will snipe it. Great ending from Papou, and that's what I was talking about here. Feed went for the safe approach, and with that, he just lost the time, and Papou snipes it there with a 104.85, despite not having a good start and mid-section there. So Papou leading, not on second, Ratchet on third, and then we have Feed on P number 4. After that, yeah, 6-pointer. So he's coming a bit closer, and bear in mind, guys, the last place will not go home with any money, so only first, second, and third, yeah, will receive prize money here. First gets 450, second 200, and third gets 100 euro. Okay, into the next round we go. Not with a great start. Look at that alignment. That was great, but that was such a risky line. He had to squeeze himself through there. But with that, he's still leading. Also great outside approach. Ratchet also did it super nicely. Feet also in the mix though. But where is Papou? Papou already 0.2 behind. And also not the best speed here accumulated. You could have seen it. He lost a bit of time there towards the other players. And he is 0.2 behind. But the first mistake here from Ratchet, from the German driver. But who is getting first? Is it Feed or not? Feed with a good amount of speed here into the freewheel section we go. Only 800s. Not didn't hold the gear. Feed with a great approach, but Not can stay ahead here with a more inside approach, and she will do so. A 104.67. Great time. Feed on second, and then there's Papou on third. After a wonky run there, he still gets himself a 4-pointer, but not more than that. And also Not is coming dangerously closer to him. But yeah, we see a tendency here of Papou and Not really pressing B for boost and elevating themselves up into the scoreboard. And they are 8 and 9 points ahead of Ratchet, who is on third position. Feed also not with a bad performance on this one, but he still has to win some rounds. He's still lacking the victories on the round. And with that, we have to check if he will make it this time. Good start for him though, for the crazy driver. He crazy 7, right? Well, that's Massa, but a fun story actually. I was playing against someone who was called He Crazy 7 and it wasn't Massa. So that was a bit weird. We were playing against him in matchmaking, but I just had to think about that. Maybe someone knows who that is. But let's go ahead into the next round and see who will take it. Not is ahead. Also great approach here, great amount of speed. Ratchet also comes into the mix here. Great and close round between the players. Papou just falling a bit behind, but gets a good amount of speed. He goes so wide though. But who's getting that first position? Is Not staying ahead. Ratchet slides out here. Feed with more speed. Who's gonna get it? It's so close, and Not takes it. 104.72, and then Feed overtakes Ratchet in the ending. But man, what a great round was that. And Not Definitely need of that, but so was Feet, but he wasn't quite enough to get himself that 10-pointer. Okay, round number 4. Round number 4 on Obscuritas. So we have 2 more rounds, including with this one here, and then we're gonna go to the next one. Papou, great start. You almost lights out. You really can get so much speed there as a dog is barking outside. So I'm just gonna close my window. Oh man, it was probably a very small dog that was just annoying, but now it's silent in here. And yeah, Papou is still leading the rounds as I was closing my window. Okay. Feet and Ratchet here batting it out for P2, not already 0.25 behind. Papou not with a good line, had to release there, and he is out on that one. That was costing a lot of time here, and you can see Papou 1 second behind. And also Ratchet. Hello? Ratchet? What happened there? Hello? Not? Hello? What is going on? What is everyone doing? Not again. Come on. Okay. Feet also had to release, and he will make the ending though. So 104.62. Then we have Not on second, 2 seconds behind. Papou on third, also 3 seconds behind. And Ratchet, 6 seconds behind. So the complete opposite of the prior round. And yeah, Ratchet is taking it here. Also, he got overtaken by Feet in the meantime. So it's a close fight for that third and second position. And also Not is not safe just yet. The dog jinxed it. Yeah. Okay, next round coming up. Last round on this track on Obscuritas. And yeah, it was certainly Feet's first 10-pointer here, actually. So he went up to 50 points. That is great. Oh, but we see already Feet after that great round already 2 seconds behind, and he will not redeem himself here and get himself yet another 10-pointer. It will be between Not and Ratchet for it here. And Not with a great line, but also Ratchet with a lot of speed here coming into that section, but Not just had it way better than him. So Ratchet is pushing though. He is not slowing down. Can he make it? The only German player in this grand final. He's batting out against 3 French players. Ratchet with a great direct line there, but he's not coming any closer. Great line though, but slides out again and Not will get it. Ratchet also gets almost overtaken there by Papou, but it's not enough. And also a great time here, 104.61. That is great. And Not will extend his lead to Papou, who only has gotten himself 4 points in this round. Okay, Spotlight is the next map. Erstmal verloren, ne? Okay, Spotlight is the next map from Buzzy. And again, we have 1 warm-up here, and on Spotlight, I can tell you that Ratchet has the fastest time here. And then we have Feet on second, so exactly the players who are on P3 and 4 have a good time here. That could, of course, come good in for them, that they just have a faster time here and can maybe go a bit faster and riskier than the others, but also can pressure themselves a lot. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do here. What can I tell you about this map? This hairpin here is very hard. You have to just preserve as much speed as possible, then squeeze your car through there, also not get any airtime there. And then there's the ending, which is also not that easy with that, also combination here with 180-degree turns, this left-hander, this right-hander, and then the long left-hander here again. We want to avoid hitting the pillars and also clipping it there on the outside, as well as the ending where you can do different lines. Feet goes for a very early drift and a lot of speed, so a bit wider. And then there's the risky jump, which also lost and won a lot of rounds. So I'm looking forward to this map. Good luck to the players. Not Feet, Papou and Ratchet will fight it out here, and we have a match in our hands. But if Ratchet and Feet do not win the next couple of rounds, it's looking grim for them, because they are already more than 20 points behind Not here, who's at 76 points already, and could potentially get himself finalist on this map if he wins 4 rounds and then just finishes on third in 1 different round. So good luck to him. Maybe he can do it, maybe. But let's focus on Feet, who's on last position after victory on that 9th round, on round number 4 on the prior map. has lost the round after that, and also not looking too good for him here. But it is Papou making that first mistake. Feet on that third position. Ratchet and Nod are leading though. So Papou, the only player who has made a mistake thus far. And we see Nod getting a nose slide, but still is on the track, and he will not get overtaken by Mr. Papou. So Ratchet and Feet, actually, as forecasted beforehand, have the strongest times here. And they can get first and second. Only one more turn and one more jump to go. Ratchet is looking good to take that 10-pointer. And yes, he will do so indeed. Also a good time here. 1 minute, 0.78. That is wicked, guys. That is 0.4 away from WR. It's a great time. Every time below 101 is usually enough to win a round. And Ratchet is taking it. Feet on second. Nod and Papou on third and fourth. So with that, Ratchet up to tight second with Papou, and Nod still leading, but only with 15 points towards Ratchet here. Okay, next round coming up. Let's focus on Feet here. Again, was getting second position that prior round and now gets a good start again, but so did every player here by the looks of it. Not with a very risky line again, was just staying alive there, but look how close it is. Only 0.04 of a second between all the players. That is tech, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a great performance from all the players here. It is Ratchet not having the best speed here, so let's go with him. Goes for a very direct approach. Feet is dead, making that mistake. Nod and Papou batting out for first, but also Ratchet is not dead in this round, so he can still make it. Papou with such a risky line. There has so much speed and a better apex compared towards Ratchet here, but who is gonna stay ahead here? It will be Ratchet getting second, but is he also surviving the jump in the ending? Yes, clipping it a bit, but still enough to hit the finish line. Nod wins it. Ratchet on second, Papou on third, but definitely a great round here. Only one mistake from a Feet, and a sub 101 was not enough to get you into the top 2. It was indeed not even enough to get you fourth in like Feet's situation there. Okay, not with that first mistake here. He is 0.5 behind. So not looking too good for him. I just had to make that joke. It was inevitable that I had to do that joke. So let's go into the battle for the first position. Ratchet leading ahead of Papou, and then we have Feet. There was definitely a Chem 1W moment. Oh man. So Ratchet and Papou, the only two players who have not made a mistake. Nod and Feet on P3 and 4. And Ratchet looks very strong here actually. Getting himself a lot of those good positions here. And capitalizing from the mistakes there. And also Papou will do that. He's at 69 points. So he will go up to 75 points now if he takes that second position. And he will do so indeed. Ratchet with a very risky line there. Almost touches the ending there. But gets a lot of speed. And also 1 minute 0.70 is a great time. Great time from Ratchet. And he's up to 81 points. So Nod is not safe thus far. Because he only has gotten himself 4 or 3 pointers. And with that, Ratchet only 13 points away. Okay, next round is coming up. We see no one making a mistake. Also not Nod this time. So he stays alive. But we have seen a lot of mistakes on this track here. Not, of course, the rounds are close at the beginning. But then someone makes a mistake. Also Papou with a beautiful inside clip. Getting a way better approach than the others. And he is leading here with a 400 of a second gap. Ratchet already 0.15 away, but also Feet not with the best speed. And Papou also with a mistake there on the inside. Ratchet also dead. Oh man, after this section, everything is happening. And so many mistakes. Also Feet, come on guys. Stop. Stop, please. Please, just stop, guys. So not the only player who has not made a mistake. So a complete opposite from the last round where Nod was the only player who has made a mistake. And then, of course, some players were falling behind after just making some small mistakes. So not getting first here with a 1 minute 0.91. And the fun fact here, this was not enough for the top 3 in round number 2 or 3. So Nod can call himself a bit lucky. But, of course, he could have also saved it because he has seen in the CPs that the others have made mistakes. So not the first player who has passed the 100 points threshold. And he is leading 104 points. And then Ratchet on second. Papou on third and Feet. Yes, still somewhat in the race, but he needs to get himself 10 points here in order to stay alive. And yeah, the others can already, almost close it out on the next map if they just finished the round. They're above 80 points. And also Feet here with a very, very bad line is falling down to P number 4 and lost a tremendous amount of speed. So he will not play a role in this round. But look at the fight here for P1. Ratchet, Papou and Nod are battling it out for that last 10 pointer on Spotlight from a Buzzy. So probably the last time that we are seeing this track today. And yeah, Papou also with a very, very tight line. They had to release a bit. You could have heard there. But he's still in the race. Papou with a very, very inside line, but makes a mistake. So it's Nod versus Ratchet here in the ending. And Ratchet will take it because Nod makes another mistake. And Papou is allowed to overtake him here because Nod made that mistake and had no speed to cross that finish line, the risky jump, and Nod down to P3. Papou will say thank you and let's go to the next map and goes home with 6 points in this round. So Ratchet only 11 points away from Nod. And yeah, let's go to the next map. What will it be? Hopefully not Royal Cheese. Oh no. This map. This ending, guys. Oh no. Royal Cheese is the next map from Luoki. And I think the player's worst nightmare. Because we have 2 very hard sections on this map. Maybe you guys have seen this track in the prior edition. But this map is definitely a make it or break it map. It is not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just very hard to do because you have a lot of long turns where you have to pick a very, very particular line in order to get as much speed as possible. And you know, the turns are very long and you usually have to tap the brake multiple times on some turns. So it will be interesting how players will cope this map, especially the next part that is coming up in this turn, after this turn here. This very, very tight section where you have to squeeze your car in between this part here. And you also have to angle your car to the right there in order to just pass the turn and get yourself as much speed as possible. So that will be great to see. And then this long left-hander followed up by another left-hander where you have to tap the brake multiple times. And then, yeah, the ending. The ending. You can gain so much time by just finishing like Nod did. And a 59.97 from Papou. What is that time, man? Holy macaroni. That is equivalent to a top 6 here. That is beating Tween's time. That is even beating the time that Papou has set on this track. So, yeah, great time from Papou here. Okay, calm down, man. Hopefully he can bring this or can do that again. And let's go into the first round. So hopefully he's not a so-called warm-up Andy. And is not the first player who's making a mistake. Papou not with the best amount of speed here, but still is able to stay alive. Great and risky line from Papou. That is not that bad from him, but great round here. Only it was Ratchet here making that mistake when I swapped the camera to Feed. So Feed alone now in second position, and Papou already 0.2 ahead. He's on a mad run here. Ratchet is so far behind. Feed on second, and then we have Papou on a first, but not the best amount of speed here accumulated for him. A great sector though here. So will that be another great time? Maybe a low 1 minute time, but still the ending is there to be, that can be failed. And also Feed is there with a great line that goes into that first position. And who's gonna get it? Is it Papou or Feed? Papou with more speed and also good approach. Who's gonna get it here? It is Feed staying ahead, but only by 4,000 of a second. Papou had a very good start there, but threw it away. And definitely a great round. But man, 4,000 here. That is nothing. That is nothing. And Feed with a 10-pointer. And with that, players are coming closer and closer together because Feed and Papou were in dire need of those points. And everyone with a with the number 1 behind their name. So 111, 101, 91 and 81 points. Great coincidence there. And let's go into the next round. So Nod can get himself finalist if he takes the round victory. And the others are still a little bit further away. Ratchet also up to 100 plus points now. Papou 91 points, so he can definitely make that comeback. And then Feed at 81 points. But a great round. A great round between the players. Papou with such a risky line that again goes so inside and also has a good amount of speed. Feed didn't do it that well, so he is a little bit further behind. Oh, what happened there? Nod and Papou. Oh, nein. Okay, Ratchet leading. Feet on second. Ratchet makes it though. Feet on second. And then we have Nod and Papou. Both after that mistake. And Papou is able to... No, he's not able to finish. He didn't finish the race. And that is super unfortunate for him. He had a great comeback, but both making that mistake. Oh man, that was great. That was great, guys. That was great. Hello, YouTube, by the way. That will go straight on YouTube. But it's, I mean, for everyone who says this part is easy, it's so hard to do. You have to squeeze your car just in between there. I mean, I was stating it out before, and also SRK saying it in the chat. It is very, very hard indeed. I've played it myself, and yeah, it was not fun. It wasn't fun to do it. But yeah, now Feed is on a roll, and we see Papou losing his momentum that he has gotten on that first round here on this track, and he is on P4, so not that well for him. Papou is dead, and everyone survives this part thus far. But there's still the ending that can be failed. Yeah, Feed ahead, Ratchet with a great amount of speed. Look at that. The German player is doing it very, very nicely. And he has a bit more speed here. Can he snipe Feed in the ending? Great, great execution. But Feed stays ahead with a safe approach. Even though Ratchet comes dangerously closer. Only 200s between them. But a 1:12 is a great time. Considering his safe ending approach. So great time. And also Ratchet is saying it, rip your time. But Feed is going for the safe 10-pointer. Which is always worth more than just going for PB. Yeah, you know. He's not a Maverick who's doing that. So, Nod and Ratchet will get themselves finalists if they finish the race. Feed and Papou are not even above the 100-point margin. So they still have to do some work here. But still, there's also the finalist mode for Nod and Ratchet that they have to clear in order to either get first, second, or third. Papou, Ratchet, and Nod have survived the start. And then we see Feed making that first mistake. So he is feeding in this round, yeah? He is running it down. And unfortunately not getting himself a lot of points. But maybe we see two mistakes here again. We don't know. Maybe Nod and Papou with a good approach. No! And we see the first one making a mistake. The Caster's Curse is kicking in as always. I'm back on track here with the Caster's Curse. So Ratchet versus Papou. Who will get it? Papou with a great line. Ratchet also with a good amount of speed, but didn't hold the gear. So Papou is up into that first position, and he will get it! Oh my god, that was so close. He touched the ending. Ratchet made a mistake, and also Feed with that gets himself that second position, despite making that mistake. Feed and Nod on second and third. And now we have two finalists. Ratchet and Nod are in finalists. So good luck on the last round at Royal Cheese. So Papou and Feed have to deny them. 450 euro is on the line for first position. And the question is, who will get it? Nod will not get it in this round. Because he has made that early mistake. Has touched the wall on the inside and gotten himself a penalty. And also, yeah, not having a lot of speed here to work with. So he is down. Ratchet with a good approach, but had to release there. And that was definitely a wise decision from the German player. But he also made a mistake. So two finalists have made that mistake. So Papou versus Feed now for that 10-pointer. But it would be good for Papou to also get himself a 6-pointer. Because with that he would be up to 110 points. Feed surviving it. Papou with a very aggressive turn, but not getting himself a lot of speed. So he is out on that one. Look at the superior line there from Feed. Again, he's on a great time here. The crazy player, but gets the nose slide. And Papou will get it here, unless he fills the ending. Is he gonna make it? Yes, he is. And that was very important because it was Ratchet who was behind there and could have potentially got it. But Ratchet finishes on third, not denying points to Feed. And Feed up to 109 points, which is of course super bad for him because with a victory, he's not finalist just yet. But yeah, that gear down was definitely weird just after that landing. But I think it was combined with a nose slide. I certainly didn't see his skid, so that was hard to judge it. So, Achilles, a map from Kiesler, and Nevermind is maybe the last map. And good luck to the players. We have seen my voice crack on this map. We have seen crazy rounds. And yeah, the WR was a 57.12 from Mr. Carl Jr., who unfortunately didn't participate. Would have been cool to see Carl Jr. and Pack maybe playing, but also to see Ratchet and Feed again in the final is great. So last round, last warm-up, let's say like that. And then we're gonna go live. I think this is the last map. This will be the decider. And we have a lot of great sections and close sections on this map again, where you have this part where Feet and Papou are coming now through this long right-hander after that, where you want to hold your gear. It's important to do that, but you can go for different lines, then you want to not get any airtime, and also here you can choose different lines. Feet went for a more outside approach here in that exit, but you can also go super inside there, so different approaches there, and then of course the ending, which is very hard to do. So let's go with Papou and see how he's making it. A very early drift where you have to squeeze your car through the turns again and then jump into the finish, but you can also do some shenanigans like Papou and not finishing the warm-up. So good luck to the players. I expect times below 57.7, something around that. But this is the decider. Papou and Feet are still not finalists. Ratchet and Nod are finalists just now. So good luck to them on their second finalist attempt. Okay. Okay. Let's go with Feet here actually, who's at 109 points. So he has to deny all of the players. Papou only needs a second position though. But of course they have to deny Ratchet and Nod to not get themselves the victory here. It is Ratchet getting a great start into the lead. Can the German make it and go home with 450 euro? Great start from him, but still there's the ending left for him. So Ratchet on his way to take it home. Also a great amount of speed here, 0.15 ahead of his opponents. So Ratchet looking very strong. But Feet is coming dangerously closer here. He's coming dangerously closer, but Ratchet also with a great approach over this part. Only 2 more turns to go for Ratchet. Feet pushing it though. Feet is pushing it. Can he deny him? Feet with good amount of speed. More speed than Ratchet. And Feet is gonna deny Ratchet here unless he gets a worse ending. But it's enough for Feet to take it. But Feet with a face slap. 119 points. And also Papou only with 4 points in this round. But look at the times. A 0.40, a 0.42 and a 0.43 there. But man, we still only have 2 finalists. But still, we can have a quadruple finalist situation here. Unless Ratchet or Nod are taking it home. Okay. So good luck to the players. Man, what a grand final that is. That is a great grand final. And let's see, maybe there will be a quadruple final situation. Great start here from Ratchet and Nod. Both are finalists, bear that in mind. But also Papou is not slowing down. He's only 4,000 away here. Only 4,000 for the TMGL player, but he falls down here tremendously, but also picked a different approach here compared to the other players. So it's Ratchet again leading the round. Nod goes for such a risky line there, almost touched there, but he is not out on that one yet. Only 500 of a second. Let's follow Feet here, who got a very great ending in that prior round. But now Ratchet and Nod are leading, and both of them are finalists. So who will win the Gamers Assembly 2021 Summer Edition? Will it be Ratchet or Nod? Ratchet with a good amount of speed, but so did it Nod. The ending will decide it, and Ratchet will take it. Ratchet wins the Gamers Assembly 2021 Summer Edition and is now a 450 euro richer man. So GG's to him, GG's to Ratchet, deserved. And yeah, what a great comeback. And now there's a triple final situation here before that second position. And bear in mind, only second and third will go home with any sort of money. Good final, right?
That's correct. Crazy, man.
That's a crazy final. Wow. Also a great performance. I mean, the players have definitely improved their times here. And now Nod, who was finest together with Ratchet at first, now makes that mistake. So he will not get himself that second position. But the question is, will Feet or Papou get it? Bear in mind, Feet was also in the final, played against Peck and also against Carl Jr. and won against Ratchet for that third place battle, and now he has to settle on either second, third or fourth position. But now looking good for him, but it is Papou having a way better start than Feet into the last part of the track. But still, it's nothing over till it's over, not even with a DNF, so we definitely have a winner with those 2 players here. So Nod won't make it. Papou is the second place here after both players making a mistake, and also a great time here, 57.485. So Papou is now on that second position. So great to see him. He was, for me, it was surprising for me to see him in the final. I thought that Magorian or someone will definitely make it, but great to see that he has put in the effort. And yeah, now it's Nod versus Feet. This is the last round here of the Gamers Assembly 2021 Summer Edition, and only one person is going home with 100 euro. The last place will not get any sort of money. Will it be Feed or Nod? Would of course be a very devastating story for Nod not getting it here. He was dominating the whole match, was more than 20 points ahead, but that's how the finalist mode is. You have to win rounds if you're in finalist mode. So let's take a look here. The last round. It's the last round. We have no more round after that, and only the third place will go home with money. So will not live or like get a nightmare or get nightmares now, or will he get himself at least a solace and 100 euro despite his great performance. Good amount of speed from Feed, not on a second though. So he's not out on that one yet, only 0.08 away, but Feed looking strong and Not with a good approach, who has a bit more speed. Who's gonna get it? Feed with a great approach, Not with a bit more speed, but it's not enough, and Not will live the nightmare. Not gets denied multiple times and is not making it. Feed on third position, and Not is not going home with any money despite dominating this match. Wow, what a final, holy moly.